Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
That's right, folks. It's time for another stunning episode of Fun Drawing Time. Because sometimes you just gotta color. Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over there with on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best of the brightest authors, artists, and musicians, as well as the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear. All part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And Hates and Hellfire, a dark secret is claimed 2 lives in his hunting, an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. How are you guys standing against the forces of darkness today? I know I am. We've got a lot to do because today is one of the art stream days. I am very much looking forward to it. Accountability. What was I up to yesterday? Yesterday was an interesting day. I had some minor travels, a little bit of work, but more importantly, I am working majorly on the 2 upcoming things. As next week's going to be a panorama of activity for me and mine, including the July 14th Nerf program at the Benton County Public Library, the bi-monthly game that I'm running for the teens at said library, and several other mixed projects. I am finalizing the date for the StuntCon, and I believe that tentatively we're going to find it to be, let me triple check my calendar here, unless there is a major change, the 19th of September. If there's a major change, I will announce it here, but I believe we are set for the 19th of September. Now, what does that mean to me? That means I have about 2 months to get a massive amount of stuff in order. That means I'm going to be doing a lot of terrain making, a lot of new unit making, a lot of trying to get some things prepped so that I have more new materials for that occasion. I'm excited about that. I also will be discussing some things like what tables are going to be set up, and possibly some new features to be held at said event. Now, I am very excited because I have this box. I have that box. I believe I have another box. Yes. That need to be unpacked. I am very, very pleased for that, because then I get to do some unboxing and discussion of new blasters. That's in the works. And yesterday I'll say I had some stress, and I fell back onto an old art of mine, which is dungeon map making. I've been sitting down and just doing D&D dungeon maps the way I used to, and it is a dying art in a very specific way, in that the vast majority of people now, I find that, at least you discuss online, are leaning towards the little app dudes. And that's all well and good for the people who like app dudes. I'm a relic. I am very much one of the last of the dinosaurs. I'm missing a few teeth, but I've still got enough to bite. And in this case, it's a matter of, I just like the art. And it's very strange for me to be doing something that isn't technically aligned with commerciality. Which, if that's not a word, it should be. The making sure that a lot of my stuff can be reused as intentional profit is something that is always in my mind. And yes, it would be very simple to do this. But when I am doing maps for intentional profit, I am doing them usually with a lot more, well, I don't want to say intent in mind, but there's a specific storyline. These aren't those kind of maps. These are just interesting maps that I can use in an evolving dungeon project that I have going on. But right now, it's the joy of just, what would be fun to see? And just slowly letting my mind unclench, because a lot of I could do the map itself, but the intricate outlining is a great joy to me. It's very meditative. It's very borderline hypnotic. And so it's something I enjoy doing. So I'm working on doing a bunch of these little maps, and I may do some more ornate ones. I have isometric paper, that is. Although I bet isographic would work too. Anyway, that I can do that on as well. It's just, it's just nice. It's nice to just fall back into something that I've been doing for 40 years that isn't about anything really other than simple enjoyment. And sometimes you have to do that. You have to have a place your brain can find refuge. And that's where mine tends to live. So I think that's really cool. Today, I will be doing at least 3 pictures per the norm. I have some messages I need to check to count, because I was getting messages right as the show was piping up. But I'm just not sure, per se, on what they're going to need of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop through the comments. We're going to take a few minutes to see how everyone is doing here. I'm going to check the message. And make sure, because it's from a viewer, and then I will get into doing some art. We'll probably start up with some kind of landscape thing. I find that very uh, relaxing, and I'm very much geared towards relaxing because some of the other sidelines that have happened recently have not been relaxing, and I could use the sense of chill, a sense of awesomeness, and then we'll get to what we're doing. Now we've got a lot of comments, so let me pop through these real quick. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. How is your back doing? Accountability. Well, it's still cool. Whack those wigs. Ha! Excellent, Witzman dude. And hey, dog, how you doing? I am looking forward to September and seeing you good folks. The torn back muscle's much better now. Now only regular old man back pain. That's wonderful. Morning. Good morning, Foxy. Hey, Foxy lady. Hey, Foxy. Hey, Foxy lady. See? Someone understands. LOL. It sure is an earworm. Hey, Foxy. Hey, Don. Thesis started at what? It's thesis start now. Oh, don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. Good morning, Nick. And yes, he did. I still don't recall what Dawn said that gave me another song parody idea, but I told her, don't give me ideas. Dawn will be upset. It happens. Yes, absolutely. I still have to deal with that in my little square of nickdom that the mower guy doesn't do. Yes, commerciality is a word. And good morning, all. Good, and thank you. Thank you very much for that. Good morning, everyone. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, Chris. How about a secluded blend with a babbling brook going through it? That is very doable. Okay, so we've got through the comments. Let me run a quick ad just to get everything swapped over, and then I'll be back in literally 50 some odd seconds. Let me look. Because just because she's here, not here, doesn't mean she isn't fondly thought of. And, hey, Chris, now we're going to get the media going real quick. And again, we're just going to start with Dan Hollifield's awesome. Close enough. Awesome music. Thank you for its use, Dan. And we're just going to get right into it. There's a request for a Babbling Brook kind of situational. I was working on another project. I may actually, if I have time, I may get to work on a request piece. We will see. Where are we? There we are. Bam. Thank you. So he wants a Babbling Brook. Okay, cool. Cool. It really is right up at my alley. So first, we'll do a needlessly complex sky to loosen up. And let me make sure I have the comments on. And I'm going to try to angle my mic so it hears me better. I still need to move it over here, but that puts my back a little too far to the door sometimes, and it makes me uncomfortable. Feel free to read into that what you will. There we go. A little bit of storybook sky. I don't even know if we're going to need sky with this one. But I'm rather fond of this color, and it just big seamless motion, a little bit of swirl. Gives me some clouds to play with. Okay, this is totally going to be all taken over, but it keeps me from looking at the. Oh, thank you, son. Had a drink delivery from Woolman. An incredibly unsober drink, but it will live down there and make a puddle where it won't hurt anything. Too bad. Actually, will now live on a plate. So now it won't make a puddle too bad. Aha! Victory for me! Now. Heavenly Brook. Okay. Secluded Glen. Speaking of secluded glens, I wonder how Glen's doing. E. Fleming, that is. Anyway, so have you guys seen the stuff for the sequel to The Terror by Brian K. Morris? It looks good, y'all. We're going to need brown. And we're going to need the oil. And we're going to need chapter 40. We're going to just ease in. I have a very specific, a little wider than a Koepp, a brook, but not much. Yeah, right? Somewhere between a brook and a creek. That is formed in my mind already. Actually, I want more of a curve though. It can cool a little bit before it falls. That's fine. And right now, I'm just blocking things in. Drop that. Sounds like we are being visited either by the local police or that's not the local. Oh, Rolling Thunder. Okay, no biggie. I thought it was the Lords of Lawn Care starting up their mighty. Oops. Where was the? Oh, right there. Okay. That one's closed. That's closed. Close your lines if you're doing digital art. We're going to do that. There we are. Not bad. Now, I am using digital art tricks a little bit, just a little bit, to get my framework down. Because, like I said, I have a lot I want to do. And if I get through my work at a reasonable pace, bigger is it? There. I'm going to close this a bit. Right now, I'm using a much more, how I do art on whiteboards. You can have this little thrifty crick coming in. There we are. Alrighty. We're getting some good kind of scraggly, shapy bits. And I do like a good scraggly, shapy bit once in a while. Move that out. So, just I need to come back here. I need to go not and close that up. And I understand that the fill is always a bit more mild than the actual well, I use the oil paint. It adds a little darkness to it. That's okay, because I want that. Because I want this to be. I want the Glen. That's okay. Glen can come. We can make the Glen happen yet. We just have to play with the colors of the layers. Oh, yeah. I actually think I'm going to leave those little specks for a bit. There we go. Let's use this to block out some of the shaping. There's still some other factors that are going to pop up. but this is not bad at all. Now, we like this? Yeah, I think we like this. How's everybody's summer going? And for me, summer doesn't really start till the 4th of July, in truth, and I think it extends much farther than most people's. Now we've got this going, and you're definitely going to need trees, but that's probably going to be a different layer. So this is going to be one of those where I'm just stacking layer on top of layer of yeah. Well, slightly in these guys, and I'm probably going to be flitting between layers quite a bit as I map out how I want this to look. Oh, good morning, swordsmiths and creatives. Hello, sir. How are you, Houston Dave? I love all the greens that are being had. But now we're just having a very relaxing day. My only other activity of the day has been to play mildly with some online conspiracy types, because they're a fun lot. I'm not real worried about the bottoms of these guys because there's going to be some controlling factors, but I want a variety of thicknesses of trunks. Our placement obviously is going to be governed over here. Maybe do I want a thicker dude, like just bisecting? Yeah, I do. I want a thicker. You're going to be fairly detailed, dude. Something like this. Split that up. Do this for now. And we're going to come in here again, use the fill tool. There. I'm sparing myself some stress. Oh, now that's nice, Dave. Court jester. Taking a day off is good for the soul. Sometimes you need to. Okay. Appreciate you spending some of that time here. I was kind of honored. This front one should have been on a different layer. This front one should have been on a different layer. Okay, that's fine. Because we're going to... we can do just that. And we are going to cut. That's interesting that it didn't actually cut. It copied. Okay. So if I do that, I hide this. Excellent. That's all I needed to know. That, nothing happens because I double tapped it. Cool. Okay. Lost track of my layers for just a second. Should I have been labeling them? Of course. Am I labeling them? No. No. Let's not be that. The next thing we're going to do is a very large base of boulder. This is going to help form some of the glen. Full boulder here. Nice kind of rock pile situation. See, that's causing an unintentional tangent. We were talking about tangents last week, weren't we, guys? Get this one to look like a bun. There we go. Now, toss some rocks over here. Now, just I think I'm going to end up adding a layer behind. And actually, I do think I am. So go find my tree. Actually, here. This is between. We need a mid layer here. I need this guy, and I need probably this guy. And I need. Yeah, I know it's autumnal, but I'm a sucker for the autumnal look. I always have been. Can't resist the colors. Do a bunch of this. Don't worry, I'm going to do some things to bulk it up. I'm just letting myself know what the base colors are going to be back here. It's a nice medium. Something like this. Very nice. I want a little bit of depth. Oh, I understand. I appreciate you coming back. Yeah, we're right now just nope. That's not the color I want. Oops, put that back. That is. Yeah, I'm in the mood for just a little bit of color. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it yet. So I'm going to take care of having this in place. Just fun. Use the tools I have. Keep things happy. Keep things very light and relaxed. I seriously adore the warmth, the softness of the pointillism brush. It lets me keep my grassy greens a little more more varied, and by just changing the general size and orientation, I can really kind of get out here and get the textures I want. I'm going to have to do a little bit of layer work afterwards. I'm really just, I don't know. I want the light verticality, and I know that I'm not covering the rocks, and that's okay. I'm going to come back and I'm going to do more with these rocks. These rocks aren't getting off quite that easily. They think they are, of course. But I'm going to be coming back and visiting these poor fellows soon enough. We're just trying to keep the line right where it needs to be. Just put some of these. I know I'm going to lose a lot of it when I turn the other layer on, but in here, I'm going to still use the pointillism brush because it really is absolutely one of my favorite, one of the most textured brushes in my arsenal. To start getting a little bit more. These hard lines are a little too hard. But now it's all starting to smooth out. And I like that. I like that smoothing out. Now we're back onto the trees real quick. And we'll go grab. Yep, the rock and shading is coming down. I'm just working my way forward. Nope, that isn't the brush I want. A regular oil paint brush, but very small. I want the slight fuzz, but not the same. And then remember that it's always darker at the top. Look at that. Just start. We can treat the trees, and yet we're just working our way back up the layers. And I'm not going for photorealism. That's beyond my capabilities, if we're being honest. But what I can do is use this to show the breaks in the tree. Figure out what's where. Just get that general feel. Thank you. No, enjoy the fan. No, I understand a great many people who watch this show don't want to interrupt, or they're just using it to chill, and that's really a big part of why I do these and why I do them on Wednesday. My hope is that it will help you guys maybe just feel a bit more relaxed, feel a little bit more at ease with whatever's going wrong there. Go right back up to the rocks now. Just going to use this dry gouge brush to kind of give a little bit more buzz and texture to these guys. Big boulders. Now I'm going to come up back over here to my pointillism brush, back over here to about this guy, and make it just a bit big. Like this mid-grade I found, so I'm going to throw it around. I'll make that visible again. Yep. This. Sink that up there. Lots of texture. Lots of texture, lots of play. Oh, thank you. It's just about to hit 80 where I am, which means the yard work I should be doing probably won't. I need to add a bit of pebbling, and I really need to, well, I'll do that at the top there. But let's come here. And we'll get our running color spray going. And no, not that color. We're just going to do this. This will show us the amount that there's a good amount of rock. In the water, in the underlying stone. You can do that too. So good. Good. Not the full mirror effect that I sometimes generate. Just to do that, well, to do something like that. Which actually looks like that. So throw a little bit of that around. Well, I think, yeah, because that gives you the fallen leaves. It's a slightly different tone. I'll come up here. I will set to work on this particular tree, who unfortunately has my attention. Unfortunate for the tree, it's going to have to deal with my wrath. There we go. Yes. That first layer. Oh, good morning. Oh, unmanicured lawns are definitely good for insects and pollinators. That's why I try to leave a chunk of mine unmanicured until the, no, unmanicured. Oh my gosh, I should show some pictures of my lawn. You guys laugh at the unmanicuredness. I unfortunately have to have it mowed, and Mandy pays the guy. I'm not sure how much. I'm not going to worry too much. There we go. Now, come over here. Just a few little. What's wrong? Finer brush. Throw some more. Sprout. Just keep that texture. Ooh, I don't like that one. There we go. How are we liking that? Joe, hey! Oh no, Joe's having Monday 3.0. And greetings, Dawn. Dawn is the mistress mind behind her stories of her cats, Buddy and Georgette, fan art presented. The creation of Cat Wiggles brand cat toys, and of course, if you want to help her and Ted offset the cost related to Ted's cancer treatment, please consider buying a shirt. Alrighty. There's some new growth out. I like it. I'm liking that. I'm actually kind of liking that. And the regular oil paint. This, maybe. Not real liking it. Brush is too small. This. Edge. Yeah, we like that. Just a little bit of the gray. Right, one more. That's not bad, is it? Another one of those where we're just. I'll do that. Maybe it'll serve a shape. Keeping things light, keeping things easy. Days like today, I wonder about just doing all my streams like this, just not getting so wound up and just relaxing. I don't know. But some folks really, really enjoy me getting wound up too. So I am technically medically supposed to avoid stress for a while. So I am. And back up here. I'll just do some of this. Yeah, I'm using a slightly different brush because it'll give the leaves a slightly different consistency. What I should do is do some leaf shapes, but I don't wanna overtly start making too much of a given shape. I want the fuzziness to be consistent. That gentle, almost mist that relaxes the eye. Come add one more layer. Very light. We're going to go back to the one brush to see if I have done it right. Edging, just a little edge here. Here. And the size of that, though, no. Like that? Yeah, actually, kind of do. Okay, now we're going to add another layer. And now we're actually going to do some shady tricks, different color tricks. Go with our soft light. And now, over a lot of the areas that are wet. And we'll see. Just a little bit soft. And I can, what I'm going to do is put it on like so. I'm going to apply it, but then I'm going to dial it down. So right now, while technically still soft light, it's rather harsh. I'm going to do some stuff with that. So the opacity of the soft light will be quite a bit. I don't know. This had gotten just almost too dark. Yeah. So now I can take this and work this out this so I get the right intensity. There we go. A little bit of orange, maybe? Yeah, a little bit of orange. Just a hint. Oops, that's not the color I want. That is. Here we go. Just a hint at the transition points. Oh yeah, there we go. What this is going to do is get that feeling that the beam's coming through. Maybe that's what we need. Yeah, just a little bit. This. Wherever it's breaking through the trees. Oh, we're liking that. Yeah. Actually, no. Well, I made some mistakes. I made a couple classic errors and I have to fix them. Okay. I need them all roughly to be going on the same angle. Because the sun is located, you can't see my hand real well, but the sun's way off the screen because the trees are all reaching up for the sun. Maybe something like this. Yeah, a little bit of this too. The sun's really freaking through and refracted a bit. The sun and refracted on reflection in the water. Oh, that looks good. Oh, now we need one more where I'm going to do the perfect opposite. Multiply. Still going to use the oils and brush especially. We'll make sure that there's a measure and have dark for your lights. It'll help with the transfer. Now that the transition from the darker shade isn't white so heavy, I can do something like this, which will let the shadows fall nicely on the trees. We'll give that round, that softness. All that good stuff. That's not bad. That is not bad. Yep. That's not bad. I think I know what it needs. I'm down to about this layer. To grab the good pen, which has just a little bit of texture to it. Some reeds sticking out of the line. And yep, I'm making sure they're mirrored so that I can then just come and do a little bit of this. Not a heavy effect. There we go. Whoa! That one it didn't need. Alright, there. Alright. Not bad. This is one of those I definitely could tinker with, but it's also one of those I could tinker with all day for like ever. I could gleefully never finish this picture. So I will sign off on the bottom of it. Now, and we will save this guy as, what did he call it? It was a very nice term. I lost track of some folks who came in. But Chris said, one with a babbling brook. Glenn with a babbling brook. I really need to do bulk submissions to my GA soon. And Mackenzie of the same name. Oh yes, I to the people who caught the quick request piece that was done, I want to say Monday, there was a tweak. And real quick, I need to come down and just bring that up so you guys can see. They wanted a logo. They wanted the actual name of the vampire card, so that got put up there. That was Monday. That was a bonus piece of art, nothing quick. Now, red, we go here. We are not in Chiller font. We are in. Pyrus. And whoa. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. Nevermind the Furthermore. I just had to figure out where I want to put the logo. Happy. Okay, it seems most clear there. So we'll just do that just like that. And real quick, check the date. Oh, you dismissed that. You are what I need. Thank you. 13. Cool. File. Export single layer. JPEG. 7/13/26. And yes, Eagle-Eyed viewers will see that I am working on a couple other projects. Oops. There we go. And we have one down. Cool. Do a new one. Get set up for that. Catch up. I'm gonna pause the music for just a second. I'm gonna catch up on the comments. Well, hi Joe, bye Joe. Sorry guys, I got kind of cruising. Missed your doodle sessions. I'm glad you have enjoyed it. Very spring-like. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we needed. I hope I got there on that. Sorry, just sitting here. No, you fans are wonderful. And yes, wear your hats. Could see a random bear. It does have that Wisconsin black bear territory. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the drawing. I hope you got some rain. And yes, a few sprinkles, that's it. Oh, because we talked to Dawn, not enough to stop the fires, Dawn. Right now I'm searching hair colors again. Well, that happens. Let us know what you are going into. And we get greetings. I wish the city agreed, Dave. Morning and happy Monday 3.0. Poor Joe. We need to give all the love to Joe. Baby, anything streaming tonight? Possibly Tash on Kick and Twitch. Oh, okay. I know Thesis might if he has nothing else. I don't know. No sense getting yourself more wound up. That's the idea. Oh, I bet that was nice, Dave. We did our insurance. Valid. Back to work for me. Well, poor Joe. Joe is working. We appreciate it. New Muncie Garden on it is a Lilo. Oh, that's cute. Wash them like cat's lamb. Nice. Thank you. Really? Thank you. That's high praise. And Cat Cam, Ungrateful Louts. Hello, Mr. Hollifield. How are you? I think I decided on a color. Okay, well, don't leave us hanging. We're first hour, and I will run an ad. And since we're waiting on Foxy's hair color.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty. Oh, my head. Okay. Got a crick in my neck. Oh, and there's the squirt I couldn't find because it was directly in front of me. Let me just fix this so I'm caffeinating myself as time goes by. As days go by. And we'll do the next picture. I don't believe I have anything promised to anyone right now, which is a good vibe. Dealing with those good vibrations. Talking about excitations, do up, up, up. Okay, let me get my good pencil color out. Oh, we got a lot coming. Okay. Greetings. Red, LOL, of course. But found shade I want to try. Woohoo! No, that was going to be suggested. You expect a different request from you, Carl. And fridge run for breakfast. Fair enough. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot to get my system started. So we're just going to start with a nice, fairly extreme close-up. And that's way too close for the eye. Music. Oh, I'm glad that step ranger is working well for you, Mr. Hollifield. Nope, that's not the one I want. It's been a while since I've done just a random zoom in face. I don't like that. Sometimes the picture just like is demanding. Right now, the picture's demanding. This is going to be a fun character. Just a quick zoom in. Put figure out how to get what I want out of that, but we'll figure it out. Now, do we like that so far? Go. Just playing with piercings because I can. Oh, I got a lot of comments banging out. Let's see what we got. Whoa, let's get over here. Let's see, Step Ranger's more. Well, I mean, that's great to see. Oh, free plywood is nice. I need to do some building myself. Okay, you guys do what you gotta do. You do what you got to do. Guys, I love that you guys all come and you visit me. And I don't know if you understand how much I appreciate that you guys share ooh, that's good to know. That you share your time with me. Because you certainly, oops, wrong color. You certainly could be anywhere, but you're electing to spend your time with me. And right. I have to fire up the grill. I have no choice. I have to fire up that grill today. Well, if I don't go anywhere, I have to fire up that grill. This one. I'm going to play with a pen that does not take prisoners at all. We can do that. I am okay with that. Do this. Wait, no. We're not. We're going to go here. Do this. That'll be color games to play with later. But back to my happy little pen. Oops. I need to find the right story that will really consume and cement my desire towards a very specific art style. It has to run parallel, and right now my brain isn't in writing mode, which it needs to if I ever want to finish Ancient Hellfire 2, but Just working my way on. Was a little unhappy with me. Not the best here. Not bad. I'm going to do some stuff with our hair on that. But... Nope. One more time. I like doing different kinds of hair. I think it's fun. And it keeps things from getting too boring for me. This is slightly based on an old friend of mine. But yeah, hold that. Do that. Okay, going old school with it. That's okay. No. There is a temptation to make my life easier, but that's not what I am here. I'm here to get better, which means I'm going to take it a slightly harder way sometimes. And I'm okay with that. That. Do that. Okay. Now, I've done it right, which I know happens because there will always be gaps to drive me insane. Hide that. Still here. Not being controlled. I am not a domineering type most of the time. As those of you know otherwise, shush. But sometimes you just have to kind of be careful. Make sure you're telling the picture that you are the one drawing it, not the other way around. Gives you a lot of line. And that's cool. That's unpleasant, but that's very, 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 very common. A lot. I think she needs a lot of texture. This is what line. It's just what this line has nothing. It's just out there being. I don't need that. Now, let's add another layer. We're going to make this a multiply layer. Even though I'm going to be playing with a lot of black, I want to be able to I'll be able to play. You get what I'm saying? Guess I better feed the cats. Hey, you do what you gotta do. Okay, cool. It's glad. Well, no. What happens when you don't close your layers? No. You can close your lines. Oh, a little bit of that going on. A little bit of break. Okay, now come back here. Here. Let's see. First off, did I fix that enough? Yes, I did. Now the real check test. now. Just went too far. So I didn't close that line. And if you learn anything from the do as I say, not as I do category, always close your lines. Oops, I'm on the wrong layer. Back here to this color layer. Ooh, getting what I need done. Do I want? I think I do want it here, but let's go to for more framing. A couple of these. I know how to close that line, so I'm not even playing too much with it. Just go away, malwarebytes. Nah. I want her to have. Do I like that? Yes, I do. Couple lines. Oh, someday I'll learn. Someday I'll have it. There we go. Wrong line. Actually, I think the green might work better with the palette lines. Nope. Let's do something about that line. Just hunting down holidays. Oh, look at that. Hey, have a great day, Dave. Just walking. Yeah, I'm just walking around. I'm walking around the page. Getting in the holidays. In the pieces that don't quite do what I want it to do. Oh, wrong layer. Wrong layer. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll get there. There we go. Okay, blend mode, multiply. Now, normally I would be using a lot softer lines, but I'm kind of enjoying a very hard line approach on this one. So just see what this is. This is a very markery kind of vibe. And dang, if I'm not here for it. Yes, this is definitely one of those I could much more quickly achieve what I'm doing with a lot more use of the fill tool. So I can do that. And I can just pull it. Sometimes, heaven help me, I like just to do that. Actually, no, that should have been what worked. That's good. Well, sounds like somebody has snuck their way into my study again. So I just heard paper crinkle behind me. Well, time to clean my disaster. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, that's what it did. I crinkled something. Nick, why do you always debunk every thump and bump? Well, because if I don't know what's going on. That's a great way to spook yourself. And it's despite somebody who really enjoys horror movies. Well, certain kinds. I don't like being scared. I don't find it fun or entertaining or whatever. This real quick. My pen, my phone, my computer sounds like it's trying to take off. How's that looking? That's not bad. We're getting somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but I'm still not playing with my soft lighting and other tricks yet. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this trick here. Okay. Ooh. Honestly, wait a second. Do I like that shade better? May have stumbled on something. Does she look better darker? Oh, she does. She looks better darker. Solve that problem. Okay. She's too bright. Now we're going to do this. We are going to go only to that. Oh, that's interesting. Have to see how do we want to work with this shade. Start this one. Same for hair. I just for that basic.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to tell you that I always had breakfast and that I always fed and watered the chicken.
Thank you. Someone is a little anxious because he had a bad day yesterday. Which is fine. How's that looking for you guys? Oh. Sometimes I have to look on this screen to see the variance. Better. Do this a few times. Like, no, we're not doing that. We had a blank for a second there. I want to take this one and I want to play with it just a bit to get the tone just right. There we go. I need to deal with that just a bit. Here. One more multiply layer. Same darken. Actually, we're going darker on this one. Boom. Back here. Similar trick. Larger brush. How's that look? Whoa. I feel like I better let that show a bit more. Oh. Need one of these to like this. There it is. Okay, cool. Add soft light. But white isn't the right color for the soft light. That's not bad. Hey, you have a wonderful day, Chris. I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate everybody who's here. Just a little rowdy with that. Hold on. That's a little too strong. A little too strong. Yeah, I had fun with the shading on this. I went soft. It's kind of fun. I didn't think I'd be spending a lot of time on this one. Instead, I just kind of deep dove into using it as a color. Get the tone right. Not bad. Not bad. Almost real. Big boy one. Down. It was just a little too poppy. Okay. I'm almost to the dread point of overwork. So, one more. Now I get to do a final. Too much. Yeah, I think I did. Like I just slammed into the. I'm gonna like that as much. Oh, hey. Gotta regulate your coffee drinking. I admire your control and dedication. There we go. How about? Oh, you limit yourself to 2? That's fair. Now, there's so many. Wait, if I leave that, if I do this for a second, I'll play. 1 second where I did some combination and I liked it better. Wow. Oh, probably there. But we can go all the way. No, I almost like the flats better than all the shading I did, but and that's how you fix it. Come in here, I'll come back through and go, okay, what needs fixing? Oh, wrong. Wrist. One of these. That's the one that got away from me. Neither one of these got away from me. See, I can still see that weird shade. Keep doing this till I get rid. Okay, it's not visible. Tells me it's not. I like this better. Hey, red man, love that. Yep. Sometimes you just have to almost reverse engineer it to see. This. Come back here. Do this. Should tend to avoid those weird lines. There we are. Here's the red. Red through everything else. Red through everything else. There we go. Yep. Sometimes you go too far with something. You just have to go back layers. It's not perfect. There's still that smudge in the middle that I haven't quite. I'm glad you're being careful with your coffee. Let's see. That means this is the 15th. So we'll come. What? Oh. So here. The 15. Why does it keep giving me the? I did the vertical once. Anyway. Do we like this one? Where are we putting this? Yeah. Okay. Let's call it file. Should be 15. Yeah. 15, 26. Gives me with one more. Sorry, I'm going slow, guys. I thought that was going to be a quick one, and it just took out a bit more content. So I'm going to take a break here. This is going to be one of those long shows. And we're going to run an ad. I'm going to drink something. Okie dokie. Let's see. I am looking through my assorted images that I've snagged, trying to find what my next vibe will be, what's actually going to hit. And I take comments, suggestions, etc. Is that? No. That's not. It's a case of, once again, I did get some great ones. Like, I know there is a picture that I either did or want to do again, and I'm haunted by it. I feel it on the back of my mind, but I can't get the vibe. And once I figure out the vibe, it's on like Donkey Kong. I just have to figure out the vibe. And I don't know. Maybe I'll start with the landscape. I want to start with the sunset. I kind of do. Okay. So that's a noon/med alarm situation. And I'm doing a, slight gradient. See, Joe misses all the fun. Really making it easy. A mouse being protected by a cat with a sword, menaced by a monster. Wow. Okay, mouse being menaced. A mouse being protected by a cat with a sword, being menaced by a monster. Well, and I'm doing it apparently on frankly one of my favorite sunset that I have done in a long time. Man, that's a vibe. I don't think they're I don't think these two guys actually go together very well. So we're going to do that. Oh, no. I enjoy. I love it. I just have to I realize that these two projects don't necessarily get along together. So this is going to get save file, save as soft sunset gradient background. Don't, I think I can have apostrophe, tell Joe. Okay. We're going to delete that. We'll go new. We'll be illustration 20. Alrighty. A mouse being protected by a cat with a sword, being menaced by a monster. Okay. How do I want to do this? See, I'm trying to decide if I want to go Redwall or Philanthro. Like Funny Animal or Philanthro. Because, I mean, the monster's easy. And this is not the color I should be using for this. Give me my pencil. Great, some music. Okay, music. First off, try. We'll try some Supermoon. For me, we're just going to go here. All this is monster. I may add some other detail reaching around. Now, that gives us, and here, for now, we'll make this the very humanoid monster. It just gives me reference. Did the music? Oh, geez. The music started, but I had it muted. Probably good. So that means oh yeah, she's getting the full villager with her little. I'll probably move her around on the page a bit, but right now I just want her bucket. Her little shoes. Little mouse nose. Yeah, she is a tail though. She is to be the most now the saved by a cat interests me. The defended by a cat interests me because that's outside the norm. Okay, so we have this nice little mouse. Whom I just met, but you know, something happened to her. Yeah, we know this routine. tell me she's not adorable. Good Lord. Okay. Now, we're going to have to, because I kind of want to rock something that looks, I'm still on the sketch lines layer, so it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get a feel for the intent. And I'm going to have to, the cat. Guess I went out through with it. Oh, no one was there to stop me. I still want him to be just a little guy too. So we're just doing, I'm gonna have to pull his head down. His head's too high. So I need to bring it forward. And let's see some text. Okay. Now I'm probably going to move them back quite a bit. I may do some shrinking, but we'll see. He's doing the stay back. I got this. Get one of those. His ears are too long. There they go. And then I'm going to have to plate the monster. Because I want an aspect of the monster over here too. I'm quite decided what. But I want that engulfing vibe. The less I define the monster, the better it is, actually. Do this. Now I'm going to have to play with it, but this is just the concept I'm getting. Because he has to be staring hardcore. Actually, he needs to be. Oh yeah, he could be giving a Kubrick. He was definitely giving a Kubrick. Do this. For now, I'm giving him a wooden sword because it looks. We want to go old school with him. Just have some paws out. There's that storybook cute vibe that needs to be preserved. Oh, I got a comment. Let me see. Oh no, nothing wrong with it. I just here's the question. Figuring out his hair situations. He needs very heroic hair. So we can give it that. Give him the crinkle top. Yeah, let's go. And again, we're still very much I want just a slight like the inversion. There we go. I've decided this needs to be all incredibly storybook. You know what I mean? Coded. Excuse me. Don't know if that carried through, but okay. There we go. It's rough. Now, like I said, the position is almost not quite right. What? Oh, sorry. Sorry, flipping. Okay, let's take this and let's put these guys' position because their position is not quite right. They both need to be moved back and down a bit. And I almost, well, see, if I have that overlap, by just overlapping her foot, just that little bit, this is going to look much more threatening. Okay. I'll even give them the like bracers. See, I love when people give me something to work with, especially out of the blue like that. Okay. Do I want to reposition just a bit my waist and up? Let's see something. No, stop that. No, I don't want to resize him. Tilt him. Move him forward like that. Because that's gonna, that slight tilt is gonna show a little bit more pressure. Yeah, I like that better. I like the tilt. And that's one neat thing about digital art you can do that you can't really do with traditional, is you get that iteration of movement. So like, I can, if I want to, do something like this, right? No, don't like that. I need to get all the way up to the hip first. Do this. Rotate this like this. Move this out. Okay. Distance that. It's almost more like I'm rigging animation. Can do that, which I want to do. I want to make this a much more aggressive stance. A little farther. Okay. Okay. And then I want to take this leg right here and shrink it slightly, move it over and up. Because now what I did, by just reposing him, is gave him essentially that step. So he went from being upright, very upright. You can walk in and drop that off to me. Walk in.
It was a bit of mail.
I appreciate that. I will see what this is. If this is what I think it is, I have a very busy day ahead. Don't know what that is. Okay, cool. I am expecting several packages, and one of them is very important. So I will see what that is in just a moment. But that's it's pretty. Okay, so what we're gonna do. We don't know what this monster is. We know it has a tail. I am so tempted to just kind of put drawing a clawed hand reaching. And again, you're going to have to play with that hand. So I really like this Fiore hand up here. Because our boy's a lefty, which I like. Not enough, lefty appreciation. Okay, I like the idea that he's actually like tied, whatever this creature, monster, whatever it is, has like a giant scorpion tail, and it's tied up to his, it's kind of tied or attached somehow, and it's like just dripping caustic. No, the drip isn't working. Whoa! Wow, I did pretty good. Look how well I closed her up just in sketch. Go me. Okay, cool. That part needs to be moved. I see you guys are getting a lot more of Nick doing iterations of some sort. And I think I want that cocked more? Like, dramatically more? Oh, yeah. I like that better. Because now I want them to be visually surrounded. He's doing a reach. We'll just throw that claw up there. That's not bad. Thank you, Dan, because one thing I've needed to do is really force my pictures to be a little more dynamic. By doing it this way, my pictures are more dynamic. Now, I can't. I wonder what that is. I'm really curious about what's in the box. Okay, so you here. Forcing me to do strange anatomy at weird angles. And build lore around it. That's not right. No, I don't need that yet. I want that. There we go. That looks more scorpion-like. Totally fungled that. That's okay. So now I can go really dial into the tied-on. There we go. I know, a lot of pieces are kind of open here. It's a really weird hand position. That's okay. It's too many fingers. That's too many fingers. Yeah, we've established Dan like 4, so we need to get rid of that one, even if he is a monster. Give me a sec. I may shrink that. I may move that. We'll see. But let's just hide this real quick. I don't need. Oh, I didn't even realize I did that on him. Yeah, he's looking good. So if I copy this, I'm just hiding it to make my life a little easier. I'll explain why in just a moment. This has to all be closed. Alright. because this is going to get filled for now. Oh, something's not closed. What's not closed? That should not have done that. Where is it? Right there. We'll just do this while I'm at it. That. Okay, well, let's put this one. Let's check. The arm's closed. Oh. I did that in gray when it should have been black. Okay. We're just going to black over that. Anything I miss will be covered by the gray. Now, we can fill this. We'll just, add another layer, blend mode, multiply. There we go. And we will undo that because I haven't done some days. This, probably this. There we go. That gets the monster Stingtail. Probably Demon Lord Stingtail. Basically done. Now we're gonna bring back our heroes. Hi guys. And we're gonna add another layer. Now all I have to do is draw these folks. Back there. Go to black. Come up here. Probably to 8, maybe 12. I will start with him because he's the one I have the least dedication over. And this one may get a I don't like that at all. Round off his ears quite a bit more because he has to be cat coated. That was hair. So we'll just. Originally, this can give him like the classic part, but it's mostly pulled back. Do that. There we go. I am tapping into some very old school nickdom to do this, but trying to decide if I like the whiskers or not. I don't think I do. That's how we're going to do a stripe, very boxy. I have rotated it more so that the arm is definitely thrown back. Yes, he's the patron of throwing it back, but have to change by changing these sort of implied lace lines. This is very cartoony. Yeah, fix that. Right. If there's something I should know, it's how somebody holds a sword. So I got not at all. I mean, it's mostly accurate, but I don't like it. That's fine. I want to have a very simple sword. That pun wasn't intended, but I'm going to take it because a simple sword is exactly what you would expect from me. Haha. We'll see. I had been planning to add scarring or a wound to the cat. I also want to make sure his sword is kind of on the battered side. But that's all detail that happens after. Because I originally was going to draw him kind of with the whole wooden sword. I don't know if I'm going to go that far with it. I'll have to zoom out and see what I think. When I get there. Let it come to this and pull this way. Wait, that's what I'm thinking. Way down for a minute so I can see what I'm doing. That's not bad. Whoop, wrong layer. Sorry about that, guys. pretty sure if this critter had gotten something went wrong here. Something went very wrong. What happened to my line work? What happened to my line work on him? I don't know. I've okay, that's there. Oh well, I'll figure it out in a minute. I may have to redo some line work that I accidentally used the wrong button and zapped on my monster. Look. No. Do that. And we're just going to run around the page too. Just gonna run right around the page. We'll zoom back out. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to re-ink him for some reason, but that's okay. Let's close him up a bit. Let's see. She should be on another layer because in case something goes wrong. And she needs to be line's just too thick. There we go. Whoops. Go. I do. Okay. That's not right. It's going to take me a couple swipes at this ear. No, that'll do. You can have like big desert mouse ears. They see me scrolling. She is very much just the little villager girl. Holding on for dear life to her little basket of goodies. Because who doesn't love a little village girl with a little basket of goodies? That's going to make a tangent. We can have the tangent, so it needs to be a little longer. Let's go down here. Do that and that. We'll do that. That there. Close that. Connect that. Make me work for my stuff, huh? There we go. I'm pushing the zoom on this line work, but let's pull this back. Oh, almost. Go. Now, we just have to fix whatever went wrong. Well, I lowered the opacity on the wrong line. And that leaves me just, okay, I see what happened. I inked the wrong layer. Now, I did something wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. I just didn't do that. Now, let's see. The next thing we have to do, come all the way up here. This is not the kind of... I'm working very hard to imply with line weight proximity. So there's some very distinct things that have to happen. For now, just add a horizon line to make things a little more. I need the framework. Okay. Add a layer, blend mode, multiply. That's not bad at all. Not right, that's not bad. Something like that I can see better. Okay. Wow. A bit of that. Yeah. This is like one I may find myself revisiting at some point. The tips of her ears weren't closed. That slightly saddens me. Her hair wasn't closed, but still. Not bad. I just really need I missed that line. That's fine. not bad. That's not bad for my habit of missing gaps. That is not bad. So now we're getting somewhere. Why is my phone making all the noise in the world? Famous cat fights in history. My phone is yelling at me about things. About 1 o'clock is when people start thinking I'm done with my stream. Foolish mortals. I'm not done till the projects are done. Life would be easier to do. There we are. Oh no, that's his stripe. That's not that. Okay, cool. I could do just a line. No, okay. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad for what it is. I haven't figured out the colors yet. Well, I mean, okay, let's be honest. We know some colors. I hate how that came out, but we'll see. Let's do that. And we'll just do that real quick. You guys made enough Zelda cracks. What if Zelda were a boy? Anyway, that will give him primarily green. Actually, no, that should be yellow because okay, let me go back to yellow. Just again, I'm not straining anything hard on this. This is just keeping things cool, keeping them calm. Really hate the hair color. Like, I really hate it. It's such a better hair and eyebrow color. It's such a better color. Okay. Nice. Just again, keep everything simple. Especially since she's gotta be gray to start. I got to play with her hair though. Do that with her hair. I'll figure out her skin tone in a minute because that's the wrong color. Maybe a light blue. Actually, I kind of like light blue. It looks smurfy, but it will give me a chance to figure some things out. Because I can change the color of her hair as I need to once I have everything mostly locked in. It becomes pretty easy to change the base colors. But it's not bad. I know I've heard of a cat named Henry somewhere. Once again, we're using cartoon logic, and cartoon logic means keep using and reusing a lot of color to keep things. Actually, her hair, her bow, her little tail bow match her hair. I think that'd be cute. That frees up accessories. And I'm going to have to zoom in and do some actual work. But by doing it way zoomed out, I can see how it affects like the image at large better. And then we'll just go. That's not bad. I think she needs a little work. I want to give her. Have pinkish eyes. And now we'll zoom in and do some for hair here. Because I want her probably to be white base. Sure, let's make her a white base. I can do. Oh, that's actually. Do this. It'll look better. Do this. This. She came out looking a little foxy, but I don't think our foxy's gonna mind. Just do that. Then come here and fix this. Grab that, fix that. Grab that, fix all in here real quick. So that line probably blue. And then of course red for the checkerboard pattern on. Oops, got a little rowdy with that. Come on. There. So we'll give her blue for her. There we go. Now, I just want to do this. Yeah, I do. I want him to have yellow eyes. Yellow eyes, and we're going to just go boom, 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 Boom. 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 Catch the errors. Fix them as I see them. Well, that needs work. My goodness. I must have been doing that way out for me. That was a mistake. Yes. Almost done though, guys. We're making good time. Do this. Grab this back here. Lots of gaps, but still better than what I expected. I like this. There you go. Now, let's zoom back out. Sword. Sword needs work. We knew it would. That is not nearly enough. And because we have slightly upgraded the sword, we will give it a gold hilted pommel, making it a slight homage to the ugliest sword I've ever seen, because that amuses me. Do that. Now, we've done all that. Thank you to the 4 folks who are still stuck around. Now, we are just going to do our shading tricks without mercy. Bam. Now, come here. Wow, that's a lot. I totally don't have a certain Bonnie Riot song going through my head. This one to have another lovely flow, which it will by the time I'm done. That's the primary light case. Fiery Steed might be a Doberman. Could. It really could. Oh, marketing well. Again. Light mode multiply again. Big ol'. A little too big. Come here. Because when they least expect it, the Shore Kill Sword appears. Oh, one of my favorite tropes. Didn't want to have to use this much. I went this way. Well, that's pretty good. Let me look at it on the little screen. That's not bad at all. Oh, thank you. Suddenly very clear. I like that. Make a card print of that one? I certainly can. I certainly can on this. Print, probably. So it's not really going to fit in the card format well, but... I like that lightning pattern, so that is very clear. Oh. Let's even do this. Let's have it like being the electrical spark thing on the ground. I want them lit up like a plasma ball. Oh, that's so good. Oh, it's so good. I'm pleased with this one. Put a lot of work into it. Not much in the background. Doesn't need much in the background. It tells a story. And I am absolutely here for it. Yeah. And I like that it's a battered sword, because the fact that the sword is battered, it doesn't have a sheath, just kind of tells you this isn't it's the mechanic, not the wrench, so to speak. And we need just a little bit of that. There we go. Oh, man, signing this is going to be hard because I really like the way it's really hard to shine. Okay. But not impossible. Just get a small, teeny tiny signature. Right here. Da 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 da. Oh, wrong layer. Okay, let's see how this guy looks. Okay, we will save this as cat with sword saves mouse girl from monster. Bang on. Okay, the name's spot on, but whatever. It tells the story. File. Expressing layer. CNG. Let's go there. Okay. I do love when I have a story to work with. It will be guys. That's NTF 7 18. I think it's 18. 26, I think. And if I know it's 17. Thought it was off. There we go. So, I love when my chat gives me prompts to work with. It makes the show interactive. We have more fun. I can always bang out my own crazy ideas, but when it comes from left field, I have to interpret it, and that one fits. And seriously, thank you. I will. I definitely will. Okay, let's run an ad. Let's just stop the music for a moment, and we will run an ad. I know. But I've gone over 3 hours, and Xander's gonna get nutty. So you know, we're just going to have to make our way through it. Do I have any? I need ads from you, Dan. I seriously need an ad or two from you guys.
Beth was going home to L.A. Little did she know just how much the past was going to catch up to her. Second Homecomings, another story in the Beth and Hill series.
You can find out more information about Donna Carlene on indiecd.org or find all of her books on lulu.com.
Finally, it's time for the follow-up to the hit modern fantasy comic book, Beowulf. Victor, the reincarnation of the legendary warrior Beowulf, is plagued by visions of his ancestor facing off against his most infamous rivals, Grendel and Grendel's mother. Victor, with his lovable sidekick and spirit guide Moony the cat with magic powers, must reevaluate everything they've come to believe in this epic adventure. Were Grendel and Grendel's mother actually the monsters they were portrayed as in storybooks? Could somebody be using dark magic in an attempt to resurrect Grendel and his mother in a petty act of revenge? For the answers to these mysteries, plus plenty of action, humour and magic, check out Beowulf, Grendel's Curse. This is a 3-issue miniseries, with each issue being over 30 pages. Get it now for a limited time on Kickstarter.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
That's it. Okay, I will check those ads for you later. And guys, as it has been over 3 hours, I'm going to call it for now. Honestly, because I need to make lunch for me and Xander. And I know it's dangerous for me to turn off. You worry. But I'll be back, bare minimum, Friday. But I'm planning to go back because special preview. I am going to be digitizing something. Let me show you guys in just a second because it's being argumentative. There we go. I will give you a preview of one of the next projects that I do. if I can find it. Where did it go? Oh, yeah, that one. I manually sketched this with an old-fashioned pencil on paper, hence the lovely, I took a picture to get the image. I will be doing a full ink and color at my next convenience. I plan, if possible, to stream that because it's kind of nice to go back to what I do and splice things together. So that's a treat. That's a treat for those of you who stuck around or came out at the end. And with that, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles!